Welcome back to cross-platform mobile application development. So this is the output in Android for the previous session modification that we have did adding a particular message box. Now I am going to close this particular message box and I am going to modify this particular application to add and label an entry box and see how we can change the background of these particular components. So you need to go to the main page.xaml file, and here you will be having a contents page, okay, where you can add all the layouts, and within the layouts you can have the views. That is, views means we have the entry, all the controls, whatever that we want to add, that can be added. So in the default template, okay, we have this content page and stack layout. Within the stack layout, they themselves have given the places new controls. We can place the new controls here. So in this already one label is there. I'm going to delete the contents and I'm going to modify it, or we can add it also. We can add like this, LA, and you can add a text. That is what you want to display in the label that you need to add here. I'm making it as the entry. Then you need to give your font size. Generally you select the default font sizes, because depending upon the application, if you give the values, the size of the screen and the font will be automatically, it has to be adjusted. So if you give the standard value, it will automatically adjust. Suppose if you give something standard pixels, then it will not adjust to it. So that's why I am recommending to use the predefined font size or the values which has been given. So this is the label and we are given, and we are going for the alignment, how it has to be aligned. You have two alignments, vertical option, give it as center. Then there is something called horizontal option, that also you give it as center. Then close this particular tag. Then we are going for entry. It is generally advisable after creating every component, you can just check the user interface whether it is matching with the required prototype which we have designed. Generally people are using Adobe XD to create the prototype of user interfaces. So you can check it. And one greatest advantage that we have in Visual Studio, we can immediately see the output in whichever platform that you want to display, or you want to publish this particular application. Now we are going for entry. Entry will be having a placeholder. In the placeholder you can display the text, whatever that you want to display. Here I am giving enter the value. Then you need to give the background. Here also I am selecting whatever that is available standard, but you can change according to your requirement. Now in this particular application I want to fix the background of the application itself, so that I am changing in the content page. I am giving dark blue. You can give whatever that you want, but go for the standard one, which is that is available as on for current designing. Then later we can just go for hex values and you can change the color according to the requirement. So now we have created this, and I'm going to that particular main page and I'm going to just remove that display image, whatever that we have created last time in last session. So this is our the page where we have added all the controls. So I'm giving save. I'm going for deploying in Windows Universal Platform. Start the process. So as we discussed earlier, for each and every application, there are three main components. One is the page, second one is the layout, then third one is the views or the controls, whatever that you want to add. All these things, just before we start developing the application, the prototype, it has to be designed, and that particular prototype has to be verified with the customers whomsoever that we are going to give the application. That is the stakeholders, the main users of the applications. Suppose if you are going to create a product based one, then we need to create as a beta, and based on the inputs that we will get after the beta version, then we can modify that particular. We got the output. Now I am going to do some modification with respect to label. I am going to change the label text color, and we will see how the output will be. And in that particular time, we will execute an Android. So here we are going to give the text color. Text color I will give as white. Now we are going to see the output in Android. Hot reload is completed. Now you can just see you have got the output in Android. Entry is the label which we have created. You can see the background which is in blue color, and you can see one particular text box or entry application entry component which you have created. When you click on this particular entry, you can just see the keyboard will pop up, and it will permit you to type the values whatever that we are expecting to type. We can type whatever that we want, A, S, D, all these things, whatever that you type, it will automatically getting displayed there. So now we will end this particular application, and we will be seeing in next session how to add a button and how to access the value that you have entered in this particular entry text box, and you can use it for your application. We will use a message box to display the contents that is available in the text box which is entered by the user or entered by any other application. We can even auto type it also. That also how we can extract that, and we can use it for subsequent purpose. Thank you.